So for week five's assignment, it was also another free topic, and we were asked to pick a topic that we kind of wanted to talk about and educate the class on. So what I chose was to talk about the wet markets with all this COVID-19 situation that's going on. I feel like so many more people are, I don't want to say they're just being disrespectful to like the Asian race, and I don't think it's fair because I think this could have happened in any country. um, so basically what a wet market is a location where you go buy fresh food like chicken, pork, vegetables, and it's all at affordable prices. Some wet markets are an outlet or I'm sorry, some wet markets are an outlet for trade of exotic wildlife. Non-mainstream people often travel to other specific sites for that. So like the situation that happened where the girl ate a bat, and that's how she got COVID. Um, that was not at a regular wet market. So that's like a whole different, although it's still a market, like it's not legal, it's not okay to do that, and you kind of have to just know people to get those exotic wildlife animals. um, so there's a difference. There's a wet market and there's a dry market, and dry markets are more for non-perishable foods and household products that are sold there. So they don't ever really combine, they are separated. People often think that markets are known for slaughtering and selling animals for food and medicine, which is not completely true. The reason why I actually read that the reason why they call it a wet market is because of all the because they're always like rinsing and stuff, and like the floors are always wet and things like that. So that's kind of how it got its name, not necessarily because they slaughter animals there in front of everybody. Um, Wet markets are commonly seen in Asia, but there are some around us, but they're not just, an Asian thing. The reason why these are dangerous is because when you sell live animals, it causes a higher risk of viruses spreading from animals to humans because of the close proximity that they're in, and also like the unsanitary practices that they use. There is ways to prevent it, but I feel like everybody is just trying to get rid of their um, product and stuff like that, so they're not, sanitary stuff is kind of like in the back of their mind. So with all this COVID-19 outbreak stuff, they did think of wanting to shut down them completely, like completely shut down wet markets, which they know that it's kind of impossible because even if they were to say that they want to shut them down, they feel that it would still go like an underground and kind of like have its secret spots, and only certain people would know about them, but they would still be going on. So that's kind of not happening anytime soon, but they do plan on regulating more. And hopefully, because of the regulations and implementations that they want to make now, people will slowly start, moving away from wet markets and just using their regular grocery stores or things like that. Let me see. They did say that the COVID-19 pandemic was a wake-up call to end the use of these animals for their parts as food or as pets or even as medicine, because they do find medicinal value to some exotic animals. Because of everything that's closing, a lot of people are using, like their Instacart or things like that, where they have groceries delivered, or they're just, doing essential errands to the grocery store themselves. And that's kind of the area that they want to move towards, in the near future.